Hey everyone, so here we have our mini research PBA, and up here at the top you'll have your video from me and then this shortened version of what I'm about to explain just kind of as a reference, and then my presentation just to kind of see if you're checking all the boxes and making yours look similar to mine. Doesn't look the same obviously because I want yours to be your own, but you will work in pairs to create a 10-slide lightning presentation that connects a theme from our readings to a modern day discovery. You have two 50-minute class periods, hopefully this Wednesday and Friday, and then we actually kind of have that a little bit in between after the SOL on Thursday. And then I don't have this due until June 5th, so maybe Monday next week as well we can get going on it, and then from there you work on it on your own time. Now what it's going to look like, there's essentially 10 slides in total. Slide 1 through 3 is the mythic spark, so identify the stolen or lost object from Thor's hammer or Prometheus. There's really only 3, right? Thor's hammer, we have Thor's hammer obviously, and then Prometheus we have 2 items. We have fire gets stolen and then Pandora's box. So those are really it, and they all kind of have different outcomes when they are stolen or when they are used. So, and then just explaining those, explaining their importance to the gods, explaining their importance to the politics of the time, to the world at the time. And then we have the modern match. Introduce your researched, well-worded discovery. So whatever you have discovered that you are comparing this ancient item to, right? And then explaining how it changed the game for humanity, just like the fire or the hammer did. And then finally, you're going to offer your verdict. So argue whether this invention has brought more justice or more chaos to our world. If you are a god, would you have allowed humans to have this tool? Explain your answer in a 2-minute elevator pitch. So from there, right, you're going to make sure that on these slides, you are providing roots, our morphology from this week. Now, Judd definitely has to come for this verdict section here. Tech can come pretty much anywhere. Phys really fits with the ancient examples, and then Poly can really come anywhere. And I'll show you in my example what that looks like. And so then here is just going through each of the 3 sections and kind of how you're going to do it. And I'm going to show you a shortened version here in a second. And then, of course, the morphology map, right? This is all just kind of planning things out here, so on and so forth. And then you are going to make an elevator pitch where you and your partner talk about these things. And in doing so, this is kind of what you want it to look like. Now, I'm not going to have an example of an elevator pitch for you all because you just follow this. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4 as you go through to make your elevator pitch. Now, a shortened example of this, it's really the same thing that I just went through, but I was trying to make it look a little simpler and a little cleaner all in one section. If this doesn't work for you, ignore this, okay? This is not something for you to do, or even you don't even have to open this. But I did kind of like it because I put on here what we can compare the mythical objects to. So fire can be compared to AI, electricity, the internet, medicine, Thor's hammer to military technology, to smartphones, to machinery, to nuclear energy, and then Pandora's box to social media, misinformation, AI as well. And so with this, you don't have to compare it to any of these things, but it's just there for you if you're struggling, like, what does he want me to compare it to? And so then looking at my example, we start off here with an introduction slide. What if Prometheus didn't steal fire at all? What if he stole the first version of artificial intelligence? This is just letting me know as I'm watching, as I'm looking, oh, he's about to talk about fire versus an artificial intelligence. And then you'll see I have 2 slides that basically go into ancient power and how fire was founded and given to man. So in Greek mythology, Prometheus stole fire from the gods to help humanity. It wasn't just heat, it was the spark of knowledge and civilization. The gods were terrified. They feared humans would become too powerful and challenge their authority. Notice this was very simple, but it summed up everything from Prometheus in just this slide. And then here we go how it may have changed us with the phys here. So fire changed human life physically, providing warmth in cold winters. It helped with nutrition. People cooked food, allowing brains to grow larger and healthier. It helped with industry. Fire helped to create tools and build the foundations of our early world. So again, giving you an idea of how it helped. And that's it for the introduction back into the ancient times. And then I just kind of have a slide here where I'm showing you that I'm going to shift from fire now into AI, into technology of the day. And so that's where we have what is AI. Very similar to what we did with Prometheus. I'm explaining what AI is. AI helps computers learn, solve complex problems, create new things like humans do. Includes chatbots, image generators, self-driving cars, and super fast medical research. Here we have Polis. AI has transformed our modern metropolis by helping society run smarter. Impact, faster information for everyone, changes in schools and jobs, helping doctors save lives daily. These are just examples. You don't have to use them. I was really trying to find a better city than this, but like they all came out really foggy. So it is what it is. Comparison table. So now we're going to look at ancient fire to modern AI. I want some version of a comparison like this in your presentation as well. So new physical power, new mental knowledge, built civilizations, change schools and technology, could help or harm, can create justice or chaos. And it's interesting to look at. And then we're going to see my verdict slides. So here, seeking justice, the balance. AI can create justice by helping people with disabilities or giving everyone access to information. However, it also creates risks, fake news, cheating, job concerns that we must address. So where's the balance? Judgments, right? The critic. Many judge AI negatively because it might help replace jobs or spread lies. Tools are not bad. Their real judgment depends on how humans choose to use them. Okay, so I offer the critic, I offer my verdict, and then here, my decision. I would allow humans to have AI if I was a god. However, I would give strict rules for fairness. Powerful tools are a gift, but they require a wise society to handle them without getting burned. And that's it. That's my 10 slides. Okay, that's all you need to do as well. 10 simple slides. You saw there wasn't a lot on them. It's just moving from one idea to the other and then making sure we compare them. And I'm hoping that you see that, right? This is comparing it back to the gods. All right. So final thesis, just as Prometheus' fire changed civilization, AI has transformed society by giving humans new power. It's up to us to use it for justice. And that's that. All right. So I hope this makes sense to everyone. I hope this is a fun project for you guys. And I enjoy seeing what everyone comes up with. All right. Thank you guys for watching my video. And of course, if you have any questions, yeah, I don't hesitate to ask. All right. Bye, everybody.